So boys and girls, today we're going to be finishing up your Sandra Silberzweig abstract portraits, and we're going to be doing that by adding lines and patterns. If you look here, she has a lot of polka dots, she's got dotted lines, she has zigzag lines, she uses these kind of big dotted lines. Here she has these little patterns of circles. So lots of fun little things that you can add on. And on your idea sheet, I have all these different types of lines to inspire you as well. Now, today what we're going to be doing is sitting down and you are going to be finishing it up. Now, some of you, when you sit down, are going to be like, oh man, I was ready to start adding stuff and looky here, I'm not even finished. So like this person's been doing an amazing job coloring theirs in, but we need them to finish today. So if you sit down and find yourself in a situation like this, sometimes what's nice is to, instead of be coloring like this, you can use the side of the pastel to try and knock it out a little bit faster. Now, once you're finished with all of your designs, you're going to be adding, or your artwork, you're going to be adding some details. And again, I have this here as inspiration for you, that you are going to be choosing a different line and putting them into the sections. Now, I want you to notice that if you were going to add a zigzag, you are not going to go zigzag, zigzag. That would be disastrous. No. What you're going to do instead is look for a section that you would like to embellish. So let's say I'm going to add something to the middle of this flower. Now this flower is yellow, and as we've talked about before, that would be an example of what we call a warm color. We have our stuff separated into warm and cool colors today, and one option that you can do is that when you see a warm color, you would choose a warm color as well. But maybe you would choose something that has high contrast. For example, I'm probably not going to want to use yellow-orange on that yellow because it's not going to stand out very much. Instead, if I choose, say, red, now I've got some high contrast. And when I come here, I'm going to go like this. Now, let's talk about how to touch your paper. When you want to touch your paper, you're not going to put your whole hand to steady it. You're going to take because your hands are going to look like mine in no time. You're just going to try and steady it with just a few fingers. Also, you're going to hold your pastel kind of like you're a ballerina. Your pastel is the beautiful strong toe of a ballerina, and the rest of your hand is not resting. You don't want your hand to be resting while you're drawing, otherwise you're going to end up with all kinds of pastel on your hand. That you can wash off, but all the smear you do on your artwork would be horrible. So we don't want to do that. So you're going to hold it up. Now, here's something else that you can do. Let's say that you are doing, have a cool color like this. Well, then I could take a warm color like this and do Sandra's, one of her favorite things to do, which are these little dotted lines like this. Now, when she does her dotted lines, she kind of does a wiggle so that they show up better. I'm going to continue doing this, and you can watch me for a little while.